Does anyone actually know the lyrics? No. Have you
No.
ever seen like the videos like where people are like trying to say what they think it is?
Oh, that's stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
25 years ago today, you pointed out that
25 years ago
Kurt
today,
Cobain
he died.
Wow.
Killed himself.
Where has the time gone? 25 years? I can't even believe it. Like, seriously, time just flies.
I always expected like a movie with like Kurt Cobain and Courtney Love.
I thought there was.
Because they were pretty volatile and insane.
Yeah.
But quite accomplished at a young age.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know what to say. I can't believe it's 25 years.
Yeah.
But time does pass quickly, and that's why you must live this one life that you have with purpose, right? And
You only get...
one
One
body,
body.
one mind, one life. That's right.
what I've heard.
Yeah, it's true. Well,
So
let me
true.
tell... Let me do my sponsor shout out
Okay.
before we go completely sideways here. I just want to let everyone know that you can go to our website, oneliferadio.com, to download and listen to our podcast and subscribe to our newsletter, or go to iHeartMedia.com to listen live or download the free iHeartRadio app and listen to us from anywhere in the world. A big shout out to our sponsors, great companies that bring this programming to you. Maybe not the last segment. I actually think we're getting text messages that we're cracking people up.
Yeah.
That they like us being a little silly once in a while, that it's good fun. So, and you have to have fun in this life that you're living. So great companies like Sun Warrior, you can get it at Vitamin Shop or put it in your smoothie at Smoothie King. And of course, Crazy Water. Call me crazy, I don't mind. I love Crazy Water and I love drinking it. It's been making people feel good inside and out since 1881, believe it or not. That's a long time.
She drank several liters before the show. I think she overdosed.
She must have.
She's
Extra.
extremely crazy today.
I am extremely crazy today. I don't know. I'm so thrilled that it's Friday.
Me
that I
too.
just want to party. I just want to party tonight,
Let's
and I'm
party.
going to.
Let's go.
You
I
know,
do.
keeping the dirty train rolling, there's like a meme that I love. You know how like memes, like how they'd use like the 50s, like people, like how the woman's dressed up in like the
The
traditional
dress
and the
apron,
guy has like the suit and tie.
Yeah.
And it's like there's a meme that's like says F it, it's Friday, and it's this guy in the like jacket and tie and like he's throwing all the papers in the air, like like everything that
And
was
then
on his desk is like boom up in the air.
And then the Monday, you see them picking up the papers. That's my favorite part.
Well, I guess that's why they do. Most of us
It's
work really
Friday.
hard all week long, to have a couple days to relax. I went many years with never taking a day off.
Me too.
But I loved what I did. I had a lot of fun doing it. And so that's another reason why it's so important to love what you're doing. And we do love what we're doing here. And we love our sponsors, great companies as well, like Paleo Magazine. We're going to be at Paleo FX in Austin in a couple of weeks. Sean's going to be there. You're going to walk the floor with me? We're opening the show
I'm
and covering
speaking on the main stage, and I have 2 panels I'll be in. One with Mark Sisson.
Nice.
What are you talking
Nice.
about? Can you say?
I will be talking about my keto journey and autoimmunity
Nice.
on the
Nice.
stage. But the panels will be on the SAD, this standard American diet, and how that's gone so wrong, and then a keto one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. SAD made me think of that. Also, that the seasonal
Effectiveness
Affective disorder.
That's what I thought at first.
Oh my gosh. So I was reading Dr. Gabriel Cousin's book last night, Spiritual Nutrition. And I won't be able to pull it up because I won't be able to find it, I don't think, unless I earmarked it. But it was talking about the pituitary gland, the importance of getting that sunlight every day. Gosh, I'm actually going to have him, or maybe you can talk about it because I know you feel very passionate about it, as I do. It's so important to get that sun every day.
I am horribly affected by it. And
Me too.
When there's long stretches of gray days, I get very, very depressed. Like in the past, like I figured it out on my own. Like I went into a tanning bed and it was like someone turned the lights back on for me. I was like, what? Like I walked out of there, like, whatever it is, like 15 minutes or something in the tanning bed. And,
That's what did
because
it
it
for
was
you?
during, and it was like, oh my God, like
moly.
I feel like I don't want to slit my wrists right now. Like
Yeah.
I feel actually happy. And it blew me away just sitting in a tanning bed.
I haven't been in a tanning bed in many years. I used to do it in
I'm
my 20s.
not recommending them. But...
Yeah. But I used to do it in my 20s, and thinking back as you were speaking, it did used to make me feel really happy. Of course, I was so young, I didn't understand why, but I thought, it just feels good to have a tan, too.
You can buy like a blue light device, which I have at home, like a Philips blue light that you can use first thing in the morning. And especially like when you're getting up and it's dark, or it's a stretch of gray days in the winter, the winter blues, I mean, they're real. So.
Well, and so is our endocannabinoid system. So we've got a couple minutes left here, and we don't want to leave our listeners empty from this because I think so many people still don't understand it. So what is the endocannabinoid system?
So endo means in the body, and that's Latin. So endocannabinoid. We know cannabinoids come from like hemp and cannabis, and even cocoa or cacao, as some people might say. So endocannabinoid, we actually have a whole system in our body that's meant for these compounds. And we make these compounds internally ourselves, but also these compounds that we can get naturally from these plants will work like a lock and key in the receptors for our body. So it's really cool. Like it's different than me taking like St. John's wort or ginseng or whatever, and it just happens to be a compound that maybe blocks an enzyme or is what's called a substrate in our body, and it helps do things chemically. Mm-hmm. This is more like a vitamin, if you will. Like it's actually like there's deficiencies for these things, and some people are deficient in these compounds internally. And when we take them by plant sources, it's fixing some of those issues internally.
Well, yesterday, Dr. Dan Engel, who is a leading neuroscientist and psychiatrist, he's a medical doctor, he said that one of the best things that you could do for your brain as far as protecting neuroprotectant and cognitive protectant is taking CBD oil regularly. Okay, so cannabidiol is also in other plants besides cannabis. What are some of the other ones?
Oregano, especially like that, like concentrated oregano oil, but cacao again, the hemp, which isn't cannabis, and there's a number of plants that it's out there in, but those are the most popular.
So which one would you personally use? What type?
I would use the broad spectrum oil from hemp.
Okay. Because it's got I'm looking at this, it's got the and by that you mean, so it's got not just CBD, but CBDA, CBG, CBGA, CBC.
Yeah, there's
right?
There's over 100 cannabinoids that they found in cannabis or hemp, and they all have different effects. They haven't been studied that much. The CBD and THC are the ones that have been studied the most, and there is something called an entourage effect. If you think about the guy walking around with his entourage, right? Well, it's the same thing. Like there's a synergy with these terpene compounds that are present in these plants as well as the other cannabinoids. They help each other and work with this entire system. So taking just one, like just pure CBD, might not be that effective versus the entourage effect of taking them all together.
Well, we're going to continue talking about it with a lot less laughter, or maybe mixed with laughter too. But next time you're on, Shawn Wells, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming in studio. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. Another big shout out to our sponsors, Crazy Water, Sun Warrior, the H Hemp Company, their great CBD oil, Paleo Magazine, the Wellbeing Journal, Nature's Plate, plant-based meals to go, and the International Society of Sports Nutrition. You get one body, you get one mind, and you get one life. Get out there today and make the most of it.